16.19. Tanaham dvishata kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipami ajasram ashubhan asurishveva yonishu. Those who are envious and mischievous, kruran, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence into various demoniac species of life. In this verse, it is clearly indicated that the placing of a particular individual soul in a particular body is the prerogative of the supreme will. The demoniac person may not agree to accept the supremacy of the Lord, and it is a fact that he may act according to his own whims. But his next birth will depend upon the decision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and not on himself. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, it is stated that an individual soul after his death is put into the womb of a mother, where he gets a particular type of body under the supervision of superior power. Therefore, in the material existence, we find so many species of life. All are arranged by the superior power. They are not accidental. As for the demoniac, it is clearly said here that they are perpetually put into the wombs of demons, and thus they continue to be envious, the lowest of mankind. Such demoniac species of men are held to be always full of lust, always violent and hateful, and always unclean. The many kinds of hunters in the jungle are considered to belong to the demoniac species of life. Okay. Asurim yonimapanna mudha janmani janmani mama aprapyaiva kaunteya tato yantyadamam gatim. Attaining repeated birth amongst the species of demoniac life, such persons can never approach me. Gradually, they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. It is known that God is all merciful, but here we find that God is never merciful to the demoniac. Merciful means that he will still go by the rules, especially for non-devotees. So this is very important. Lord doesn't break his own rules unless the person qualifies for it. Yayatha mam prapadyante, based on the surrender. But he will not be unnecessarily merciful, meaning he will not do anything which will increase the bondage of the jiva. It is clearly stated that the demoniac people, life after life, are put into the wombs of similar demons and not achieving the mercy of the Supreme Lord. They go down and down so that at last they achieve bodies like those of cats, dogs, hogs. It is clearly stated that such demons have practically no chance of receiving the mercy of God at any stage of later life. In Vedas also it is stated that such persons gradually sink to become dogs and hogs. It may be then argued in this connection that God should not be advertised as all merciful if he is not merciful to such demons. In answer to this question, Vedanta Sutra, we find the Supreme Lord has no hatred for anyone. The placing of the asuras, demons, in the lowest status of life is simply another feature of his mercy. Sometimes the asuras are killed by the Supreme Lord, but this killing is also good for them. For in Vedic literature, we find that anyone who is killed by the Supreme Lord becomes liberated. There are instances in history of many asuras to whom the Lord appeared in various incarnations just to kill them. Therefore, God's mercy is shown to the asuras if they are fortunate enough to be killed by him. Now, everything is Krishna's mercy only, because if those asuras can't be elevated to a higher status of life because they don't want it, right? Even if mercy is given, they will not be able to receive it. So we cannot say that God is all not merciful, but at the same time, the rules that he has created actually is full of mercy. And by following those rules, actually one person gets mercy. And of course, devotees are more merciful than the Lord. They break all rules to give mercy to others. And that is the reason why devotees should preach. Because even if some people are not qualified to get bhakti. If devotees show extra mercy to them, then Lord will agree. Lord will consent. Lord will not say, no, 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 this person is not qualified. No, he himself might not give the mercy. But if a devotee goes and wants to give mercy to somebody, Lord will oblige. So that is why he says, Bhaktya me adhika. Krishna says, devotees are greater than me. Mm, My devotees are greater than. So we should preach through words, actions, everything we should preach. Actually, it is said that action and words should match. It's not like we preach in words and actions show something else, or our action also doesn't show that we are, devotees of Krishna. So both have to be. We should act also like devotees. We should preach also like devotees. Mm. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. Now this is the most critical verse for many of us. And I keep meditating on this because I am stuck here as well. There are three gates leading to hell: lust, anger, greed. Every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. So please understand this. People think Lord is okay, lust is running behind material desires. What is the problem with that? It degrades the soul. Lust and greed are together. And when lust is fulfilled, getting fulfilled, greed will increase. When lust is not getting fulfilled, anger will increase. So these degrade the soul, which means that we cannot go towards Krishna. Prabhupada saying the beginning of demoniac life is described here. One tries to satisfy his lust, and when he cannot, anger and greed arise. A sane man who does not want to glide down to the species of demoniac life must try to give up these three enemies, which can kill the self to such an extent there will be no possibility of liberation from this material entanglement. So we have to try and give this up. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. These 3 out of 6. So we have to really, really meditate on this, because now how do we get out of it? By the process of devotional service, if followed properly, right, then we'll get out of it. That also can be experienced. When we came into Krishna consciousness, started preaching, most devotees would have gotten over basic material desires, like basic vairagya, right? Basic vairagya should develop. If you're doing any form of bhakti, basic vairagya means at least, like for example, if there are 10 things we are attracted with, at least 1 or 2 things we will easily give up. And simple thing, actually, simply if you are just chanting properly, reading Prabhupada's books, the association of devotees, this automatically happens. Automatically. We don't have to do much endeavor. Then there are deep-rooted anarthas. For each of it, we might have, our list might be different, right? For somebody, there might not be greed, but somebody maybe they're struggling with too much of lust. Can't control at all. So many material desires. Somebody might be very easily angered. So each of us have our own problems to deal with, and these are anarthas, and these have to be overcome, right? And as long as we don't fuel these, see, this is the most important part actually. But if we just, for example, like if you are taking a treatment and you just follow whatever rules are, whatever have been told, like take medicine, do walking, do this, do that, and then in course of time the disease will get cured. But if we are doing things which is aggravating the condition, like doing wrong things, uh, somebody saying, doctor is saying don't do this, and we are actually ending up doing that, then there's no hope, right? Then the medicine will not work. So if we are fueling some of these ourselves willingly, so there are two things here we have to understand. One is willingly we do, and the other is helplessly. Helplessly means suddenly because of these previous vasanas, something comes and just hits us, and we just like not able to overcome it. That is because of our weakness, right? That is okay. That we will overcome in course of time with bhakti. But willingly, for example, I'm sitting simply, not doing anything, twiddling my thumbs. Then I just decide, okay, let me go buy this, let me do this, let me do that. That is willingly, and that is very very dangerous. That's going to just drag us down, right? And that is the reason why it is said that we should not keep our mind idle. We should always engage in action activities of Krishna consciousness, because then there is less time available to think of some doing some nonsense, right? And the more and more we are engaged, more time we are giving to bhakti, gradually this cleaning will happen, so these vasanas will stop surfacing. Initially these will keep surfacing, but if we are not giving time, array time nahi hai, I don't have time, okay, I want to go do some shopping but I don't have time. No, then automatically, slowly, gradually that will reduce. But if we are willingly making time, we are spending time, money, effort, everything to engage in material things, then who's going to help us? And the question really is saying that, do we want that? Do we want Krishna? That is the basic question. Right? If we want that, then okay, nobody can help. Even Krishna will not help. Of course, devotees will still try, but Krishna himself will not help. He's saying it is free will of the jiva. Jiva wants to go away from me. See, if somebody doesn't want to talk to us, can we hold them and say, you have to talk to me, you have to love me, you have to do this, you have to do that? No. We would want to see that natural, right? It should be natural. Oh, this person wants to talk to me, this person loves me. It has to be natural. So we cannot force anybody to do this, right? Krishna will not force us. So if we want to willingly engage in some of these activities, uh, can help us. Only devotees, and devotees keep banging their heads. How to help this person? How to help that person? And it's a big challenge. I mean, every preacher faces this challenge, and to every preacher, Krishna sends some souls, right? Mm, and it's difficult. It is difficult. But for me, always my question in front of me was always this: do I want Krishna or not? If I don't want Krishna, then it's fine. Then why am I even here? Right? Why am I here? Why am I wasting time? Why don't I just go and actually associate with those people, other people who are doing all this lust, anger, greed? I mean, and I might be able to do this lust, anger, greed better way. Why am I here? Why am I in the association of devotees? So the first question we really have to ask, really, do I really want Krishna? I mean, if we are attracted to Krishna, then isn't it natural for us to think, how do I know go to him? I want him. Absolutely, I want him. I want to serve him. But how do I go there? Okay, then devotees will say, okay, do sadhana, do seva. Okay, I will do seva. But seva without consciousness will not help us. It is okay. It is absolutely okay. It's okay not then. It's better than not doing seva. So we should do seva. But more importantly is the mood. What is the mood? Am I living like what Krishna wants? Is Krishna going to let us live with him if we actually are not living the way he wants us to live? For example, say some people, they are in some PG or some shared accommodation. You look at other people around you and say, this person is not my kinds. Krishna will also look at us and say, he is or she is not my kinds. How can I let him or her be with me in Goloka? So he'll also be feeling, Arey, he wants me, but he's not trying at all to live like what I want, how I want him to live. We're putting Krishna also into pain. Krishna will feel bad. Arey, what to do? He's not listening. misusing free will. Krishna also feels sad for us because he can't change it because it's our free will. Then somehow devotees bang their heads, try. But the other people, they can't understand at all. Why are these devotees so worried? Why are they coming behind me? Because we don't want people to rot in this material world in doing things which are practically useless. I mean, why am I spending so much time on this? Because this is where we are stuck. Irrespective, this is where we are stuck. These are the main anarthas, right? Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Moha, Mada, Matsarya is less. Right? Moha is there. Okay. Kama, Krodha, Moha is not going to take us to hell. It will bring us back to this material, to this bhumi. Moha, illusion about my body and uh, thinking that I'm the body and then I'm attached to family. All that is okay. It's a little bit better than lust, anger, greed, but it's still binding. Mada, Matsarya. Matsarya is also there. Moha and Matsarya again, family life, it will go on. Mada, intoxication, less, right? At least among the devotees. So this lust, anger, greed, and what is our motivation? That's my whole point here, right? And we are all stuck at different levels. We are all stuck. What is our motivation to make progress? Does anybody want to answer? Because I'm not going to go further beyond this. I want to discuss this topic. What is our motivation to make any progress in Krishna consciousness?
Prabhuji, to become eternally happy.
To become eternally happy, okay?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Maybe we should always think that doing this, Krishna will not be happy. Like certain things which we do, which is materially, which we do regularly. Like we should think that maybe doing this, Krishna will not be happy, and that should motivate us, like not to do it.
Okay, that is the negative side. I'm asking what is the positive side? What is the motivation for us to make progress?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, that's the only
Hare Krishna.
perfection of life.
What is the purpose of life?
I said that's a perfection because
Perfection.
just
What is the perfection of life?
becoming a pure devotee of Krishna.
But why?
That's the only way we are happy. Otherwise, we can't be happy.
Okay. Anybody else? I mean, I've said this multiple times, but sometimes I ask this questioning because I want to see how much has registered. See, we should always, yes, Akshita.
We run towards good things and comfortable things, thinking that okay, now if I like struggle or work hard, eternally I'll be comfortable. I mean, there without any pain.
Where?
I mean, when we go back to Godhead.
No, my question is, are we doing enough to go back to Godhead? If you're not doing enough, my question is, why? What is going to motivate us to do that? See, all of us understand we are stuck at different levels, different stages, right? And Rupa Goswami says, Utsaha Nishtaya Dhairya, right? Utsaha is we have to have enthusiasm, we have to have determination, we have to have patience. No, but why all this? Why are we here at all? Why are we at 8:30 in the morning joining to hear Bhagavad Gita? Why are we not just going like so many, like thousands of millions of people out there who just live their own life happily or whatever? So one answer people are saying is that's the only thing that gives us happiness, but that's not the real answer. The motivation is to get Krishna. What is the motivation for us to do all this? Because we want Krishna, isn't it? Isn't that the motivation? The motivation should not be that it is going to make me happy. That is selfishness. Right? It is okay. It is an underlying thing, right? It's okay. It's pure devotion. In pure devotional service, we don't think about our happiness. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's better. Right? But the real motivation is I want to get Krishna. Isn't it? I mean, how many of us here want to be with Krishna? Nobody wants. I want to be.
Yes, Prabhuji. I want to be with Krishna.
Nah. If you want to be with Krishna, then I mean, why am I pausing here? Because first thing it has to register in our head. Do I really want Krishna? Question we should ask ourselves. Am I ready to? I mean, do I really want Krishna? How much do I want Krishna? How much do I want Krishna? Maybe I want Krishna if he comes by easy. You know, इसे cheaply मिल जाएगा. Zyada, nothing much to be done, right? Just I'll keep thinking, Krishna, I want you, I want you, I want you. Krishna becomes available. Then I'm okay. Is it that kind of desire that we have? What do people have to say here? What do you all have to say? How much do you want Krishna? At what expense you are willing to get Krishna? What expense? What are you willing to give to get Krishna? Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, to be frank, I don't even know that what am I
Okay.
willing to give up.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Others?
I think I'm too fallen to even think about it. Just this process of bhakti, I think I feel satisfied, Prabhu. Just this process of bhakti gives me, like you said, maybe it's all selfishness, but it's too far-fetched to think even about Krishna, or that I want Krishna or anything.
No, but why then? Why? Okay. So you are okay. This is interesting. So you're saying you're doing bhakti because you just like the process.
Well, I heard that we should just do bhakti, so we have to do bhakti, no matter what. At least whatever,
No,
to
that's
put my
correct.
full best. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's correct. But I mean, okay, but what is the end goal? There
Yeah,
should be
the
a
goal
goal,
is
right?
to reach Krishna, but I myself am having that. I have no confidence that I'm
No,
even
no,
eligible for that.
confident. No, Mataji. See, let's not talk about confidence, eligibility. All these are. I'm asking a very, very simple question. I'm asking, saying that why are we doing bhakti? Okay, so for now, okay, it's making me happy. Okay, fine. But what next? What else? Okay, so are you happy if you're just okay doing whatever chanting,
No
etc.?
problem. No, no. Ultimately, to come to the point of selfless devotion.
No, no, self-led devotion is a Goli Maria. I mean, I'm simply asking see, we are all here. Okay, so this question has to be answered by everybody, right? Do we want Krishna or not? Right? This question has to be answered because the process of bhakti is actually to get Krishna. If we don't want Krishna, then we might find other ways of keeping us happy as well.
Yeah.
Right? And if we are just satisfied, see, we should understand one thing. If you are just satisfied with just doing happy with doing bhakti, it's fine, but we're not going to get Krishna. We're not going to get Krishna.
Yeah.
Because Krishna will become available only if we want him. This is the beauty about devotion, right? And there is no, what should I say? There's no practical consideration. There's no eligibility consideration. There's none of this on this platform. It's just simply desire. So I think I want all of you to think about this, saying that first thing is, what is the goal of your life? Right? What is the goal of your life? What is it that you want to achieve? It's okay if you say, I want to become a millionaire. It's okay if you want to see, if you say, I want to become Brahma. It's okay if you say anything. It's fine, whatever it is. I mean, who are we to judge? Right? But we have to have a goal of life, and there has to be only one goal. This has to be only one goal. And what is that goal? A goal, what is the definition of goal? Goal is something which once attained, goal should be such that which once attained, you will be happy and you will not want anything else. Real goal is one which once attained, a person doesn't want anything else. That is the goal. Otherwise, they're all just like Chotomoto milestones, right? Okay, I'm going to buy a house, I'm going to get a car, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to 100 countries in this world, globe trot, whatever. Okay, I mean, but do we think that we are going to be happy and not want anything else after that? If we think so, then we can put that as our goal. But the goal should be such that after I reach there, I don't want anything else. I'm fully satisfied, fully happy. I don't want anything else. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that one should not be attached to the process also. Like for example, I achieved something. Now I'm not attached about the way I achieved it. I should just be satisfied because I got it. I just got this. Okay, done. Now I'm done. I have nothing else after this. Right? So why am I talking about this? Because this goal, only when this goal is clear, will we want to make progress. If the goal itself is not clear, for example, say somebody is studying hard, day night they're studying because they want to get past some hurdle, some exam, because they know that after that something is going to be awaiting them, right? Something big they're going to. So they have a goal. Oh, okay, I want to do this. I want to achieve so much in this exam because after this, this will enable me to do this. So it's a goal, and they will slog. They will eat whatever is available. If you're not available, they'll not eat. They will, whatever it is, right? People take so much of austerities because they have a goal and they want to achieve it. So my question is, what is our goal? What is our goal? Are we simply happy with the journey? So for example, I'm traveling in a car. I'm just happy. I'm just liking, okay, I'm playing music, weather is nice, and I'm just driving, and somebody says, where are you going? He says, I don't know. I'm just going for a joyride. Right? But there has to be a goal. We have to end up somewhere. No, otherwise petrol will get over sometime. Right? Unless we know where I'm heading, then I have to go find a petrol bunk, refill it, etc. Whatever, right? But I have to reach somewhere. So we have to think about this. Anybody wants to say anything?
Prabhu, I'm confused actually. Is the goal of always wanting to think about Krishna? Is that a right thing? Because my meditation usually will be, don't disturb my consciousness, or throughout the day just be absorbed in the thought of Krishna. Is this not even a, can this be considered as a goal, or is this a proper motivation to begin with? Or
No, but my question is, why you want to think about Krishna? Because it's going to make you happy.
No, I heard in a class that this is the only perfect stage. That's what I heard. Maybe stage of perfect.
Okay.
This is all confusing actually to me, because materially I'm totally fixed that there's nothing will make me happy, because everything I've seen, so all these things, I'm just not going to be happy with all this.
Very good.
It's all
So
anyway waste
one
of
big
time.
milestone, one big stage.
So
That's a big
morning,
stage.
yeah. So coming in the morning at 4 o'clock, I just meditate that Krishna, I don't want to waste my time. I just want to think about you.
Okay,
Because
very good.
that's kind of, I don't know, maybe is this a beginning at least, something?
No, absolutely. I mean, see, please don't get me wrong. None of what we are doing, I'm not dismissing of anything that we are doing. Okay, I'm just trying to help bring more clarity in our sadhana, in our life, right? That's all I'm trying to do. Right? It's not that whatever we are doing is useless, worthless, and don't feel dejected after this class saying, oh, Prabhu just, killed everything that I was doing. No, it's not that what we are doing is not that there's anything wrong. Of course, I mean, if you are materially too inclined, then it's not good, right? But my point is, wherever we are all stuck at different stages in our life, what is our motivation to make progress? Right? And yes, of course, I mean, definitely one answer can be that I just want happiness, right? I just want happiness, so I want to do is okay, is good enough motivation to start with, but it's not the best motivation, right? And that is the reason why Prabhupada said, hear more about Krishna, right? So we have to we have to hear, we have to come to Bhagavatam, then we have to read Krishna book, we have to hear more and more about Krishna. Right, and more we hear about Krishna, then it starts to become clear, saying that why am I doing all this? Why am I taking up so much austerities? Why am I, shunning away from going and having fun like most other people do outside, going to, parties, movies, drinking, eating meat, nonsense, all these things. Why am I not doing? What is it that I'm trying to achieve? Or if I'm stuck in those things, why am I stuck there? What is it that I want to achieve? It's the same question. So the same question will give impetus for all of us, irrespective of where we are in our life, to make progress. And all of us have to make progress because we have to achieve perfection in one life. Good. I'm happy that all of you are, in some sense, happy to share your views. Yeah, goal of life is go back to God, Krishna, get Krishna, prema is the goal. Yeah, eternal happiness. See, okay, let's just hear this today, right? Goal of life is to please Krishna. That is the goal of life, right? And we all want Krishna, whether we know it, whether we want to put it in words, whether we can express it today or not. We want Krishna, right? We were wanting Krishna even through Maya. Why are we running behind Maya? Because actually we want Krishna, but we don't know we want Krishna. So we are running behind Maya. Then Maya will fail. We'll experience misery. We'll see that this is not giving me any happiness. Then we'll say, okay, I don't want this, right? And then slowly, then we'll say, okay, now I don't want Maya. What else do I want? We have to come to the platform saying, I want Krishna. Why I want Krishna? Because I want to please him. Why? Because he's the all attractive. So the thing is, the point is that we should come to a stage of saying, I want Krishna and nothing else. I want to please Krishna and nothing else. And then the process is there. Then, okay, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, all these processes are there. Pratyusha Mantaji, what you are saying is Smaranam. It's absolutely perfect. It's one of the process of Navavidha Bhakti, but it's not the goal. It's the process. And it's important. The process is important. It's not that it's not important. But the goal is more important. So the question that I asked, saying that, said Krishna Prema, okay, at what cost? At what cost? What are we ready to give up in our life to get Krishna, to please Krishna?
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now it's more clear. What I'm saying is about the application part, but what should be the aim is, now it's more clear to me. Thank you.
Yeah, because see, if the goal is not clear now, we don't know actually how much we have to put effort. So, for example, like the other day we were discussing that, right? Okay, there's so many things to manage, yes. But if I have my goal clear and I know that this is what I need to do, maybe I'm going to find more motivation. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I'm just a little bit lazy here. Maybe I'm a little bit illusioned there. Maybe something is holding me back in whatever way, right? But if the goal becomes clear, then obviously the motivation to go behind it will increase. Provided I like the goal, right? If I don't like the goal, then why am I doing it? That is also absolutely good question to ask. Why am I doing it if I'm not motivated by the goal? And if I'm motivated by the goal, why am I not motivated to put effort towards achieving it? If thinking about that goal should make me happy, and it's just one thing. I mean, whenever I just think, oh, I want to be with Krishna. I don't want anything else. I want to be with Krishna 100% of the time, 100% of my consciousness. I want to be with Krishna. Right. And now if I say, oh, I want to be with Krishna, oh my God, I mean, how easy is it to get him? Yeah, one big price we have to pay. Big price we have to pay. What is that price we have to pay to get Krishna? What is the price we have to pay to get Krishna?
Tivra Bhakti.
Price is, no, that is the process. What is the price? Price means something that we have to give up. Something we should be ready to give up.
Our time, Prabhuji.
Okay. Give up is okay. Give is we have to give time. Give up means like give up, like tyaga, renounce, or Don't get attached.
Material
Material
desires.
world.
Material world, material desires, right? So now it's a big thing. It's a big thing, isn't it? I mean, if you want to achieve Krishna, then we have to give up this nonsense material place that we are stuck in. And what is the inspiration, motivation for us? If I don't want Krishna badly, like I want to eat that ice cream, badly want to eat that ice cream, right? Then I'll do whatever it takes. But if I don't want to eat that ice cream, then I'm not bothered. So if I badly want Krishna, only then am I ready? Am I going to try to do anything, right? Which is going to be difficult, which is going to be beyond my comfort zone, which is not going to be easy, which is the attraction we are stuck with. Right. So the question we have to answer is, if I have to get over lust, anger, and greed, am I clear that it is all Krishna is all that I want in life and nothing else? So please think about this. I'll stop here, because it is the most important question. Fortunately for me, because of by reading Prabhupada's books, it became very clear that this is what needs to be answered many, few years back. So, and fortunately, I answered that question for myself, that there is nothing else. There's nothing else for me more important than achieving Krishna. Right. So then it becomes clear, okay, whatever comes, comes, whatever goes, goes. But I want Krishna. Okay. So just think about this. Rest of the day is big food for thought. Because this will change. This will change the way you look at life. If you get clarity in this, if you get conviction, if you get inspired by what you're thinking, things will change. Whole life will change. And I'm not just exaggerating. It's not some motivational speak, right? It's reality, right? It's reality. So please meditate on this, think about this for today. And maybe tomorrow when we meet, I want us to discuss this. Are we clear about the goal of life? How did you come to that conclusion? What was your thought process? So that, let's make sure that we are all fixed on this. Okay. Any questions?